Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. So after looking for so long, I finally have a first gen NSX to film. I'm very excited because it does seem pretty modified. It's a little bit far away from me, but it's going to be worth the drive because I've been meaning to film one for so long. So shout out to him. Why don't you introduce yourself and your car to the viewers?
Yeah, so my name is Sam. This is a 1993 NSX NA1. Obviously, you can see it converted with the NA2 headlights. Back there, you got the S2000 AP1, one of 4 Mod Perfume wide body kits on that one.
What made you kind of get into the NSX platform, and then how did you come about purchasing it?
Well, I mean, as a kid, you know, when these things came out in the 90s, I think it was on everyone's hit list to one day own it. Never had the opportunity. As I got older, I got into a couple other platforms like the R35, M4s, and then a lot of people typically know me for my RX-7 builds. RX-7 Rocket Bunny, and then I had the full carbon fiber stock body RX-7 as well. Yeah, I've always enjoyed seeing these at shows and kind of just you know, calculating types of things that I would do to it if I ever had an opportunity to pick one up. And the opportunity came back in September of last year, and it was definitely an opportunity that I couldn't pass up, man. So yeah, I had to pick it up and you know, obviously put my little touch to it. So
let's do the fun part, which is the build breakdown and walk around of the NSX.
So first and foremost, I don't ever take credit for something that I didn't personally do on a vehicle.
Yeah.
Front conversion with the O2 and NA2 NSXs. Obviously that wasn't something that I did, so once again, I won't take credit for something like that. It did have the front bumper, fender flares, which is considered, you know, wide body. Okay. I think it's more like a OEM plus type of wide body. Kind of just blends in with the lines. Definitely complements the car, I think. Gives it a more aggressive look. Being able to set, you know, those wheels a little bit more aggressively than the stock wheels. As far as the front end, I have looked kind of all over the NSX platforms and tried to see who builds this front bumper. I'm still looking for it. Sorcery builds one similar to it, but it's not. You know, Sorcery I think has a little built-in air breather hole there, and then some other things on it. It looks very similar, but like I said, I'm not too sure what front bumper this is on the NSX. Carbon fiber hood. The only one that makes this one here locally is going to be VIS. So I reached out to those guys and was able to pick up the VIS hood. As far as underneath, nothing really extravagant in here besides the air tank that I had them place in there. Got the Mega Life battery down there. Battery's never given me any issues. I don't got to put it on a tender, so that's pretty cool. And it's also, you know, a self-starting battery, so if at any point the battery goes dead, there's a little button back there, Mega Life, you know, built into the battery, and it's like a self-charging battery right there. So pretty cool deal right there. Then we got the TE37s. Obviously, you know, one of those wheels that just go with any car. Both the NSX and the S2000 are running the TE37s. These are the Ultra Mag Blue ones. So a little bit more rare to pick up. I felt like it didn't go too well with the color scheme on here, so I ended up having these powder coated white. Then you have the Project Mu big brake kits with the rotors. You got to have something that's gonna stand out with these cars as well, and I think Project Mu has a phenomenal color scheme going there.
Okay.
All right, now the mirrors, these are the evasive mirrors. Carbon fiber ones, took a little bit of time to get those, but definitely well worth the wait, I would say. Any evasive mirrors on any car makes the car stand out, you know, a lot better than the normal GT3 mirrors that they have out there from, what is it, APR and a couple other platforms that make them. I think they did a really nice job on the design on these mirrors here. Inside, you have the BAGGED Gia 2s. Obviously, they don't make these anymore. Picked them up from a guy on Facebook Marketplace. Got a good deal on them. I couldn't pass them up, so definitely thought that it complemented the car because the old OEM NSX seats that were in here, the tan ones, they were pretty beat up. So I used to get made fun of by a lot of my teammates, saying they look like some Yukon GMC seats, you know, freaking. So yeah. Then going with the Greddy Momo steering wheel and hub. They discontinued this model. I guess there was an issue here in the back with these tightening down. I still to this day haven't had any issues, but it's not your average wheel lock. A lot easier.
Oh, nice.
To take off.
Okay.
But as far as the inside, nothing really too crazy. Definitely want to keep it nice and clean. You don't want to do too much to a car like this when it comes to the interior.
Okay.
As far as future plans, if I do decide to hold on to it a lot longer, I would change out the tan carpets to, you know, the black carpets.
Oh, nice.
And then all the interior pieces would definitely go carbon fiber. So that would definitely make it pop a little bit more.
Okay.
Engine cover. This is another product from VIS. So I was running the Cybon carbon fiber engine cover, which is nice, but this one has a different design on it, and it makes it pop out a little bit cleaner.
Nice.
You know.
Okay.
As far as the engine mods, this car has 80,000 miles. Not a lot of miles on it, so I wanted to kind of keep it as is until I had to pull the motor out and rebuild it.
Okay.
When that does happen, you'll see what I would do. Definitely wouldn't be a supercharger, but you know, a couple snails back there wouldn't hurt, definitely. Carbon fiber trunk and the carbon fiber wing alongside with the carbon fiber diffuser. These all three products are from Cybon.
Nice.
Yeah. The exhaust center cut is a Porsche GT3 full titanium. Obviously that's what you heard during the startup. Definitely sounds a lot more aggressive than any exhaust systems that I've heard out there for this platform.
What kind of advice would you give to future NSX owners, and then maybe some pros and cons of this platform?
I would definitely say, and I've said this before with a couple of my other builds, is you definitely want to take time with the parts that you put into any nostalgic JDM vehicle, whether it's the NSX, RX-7, Supra, or R34. You don't just want to kind of throw things on there because it was a good deal on, you know, Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp. And some of these parts you are going to have to wait for, you know, so be patient while you're building it. It'll all come together at the end. And when it does come together, it's going to be a product that you know for a fact that you love, you know, instead of something that you just kind of put together quickly.
Nice. Do you have any pros and cons about this platform?
No, actually this one, I mean, going from a RX-7 rotary engine to, you know, an NSX engine, day and night difference. This car drives like a dream. It's so smooth. It's reliable, you know. I don't have to, you know, stress out about going to a car show and breaking down or my engine blowing or whatever the case is. And don't get me wrong, I love rotary engines. In fact, I might be going back pretty soon, but we'll see what happens. As far as the cons, little things here and there, which is, you know, it's going to happen with old age, right? You got a 1993 car, what is that, 33 years old, right? So things are going to slowly break down. So it's always good to have extra parts. Coils went out because of the water that goes through the vents here. So I had to change those out, spark plugs. The clutch cylinder is known for these cars to go out on. So I had to change that out because that went out on me. But other than that, it's been a very, very reliable.
Why don't we do a quick little build breakdown on this S2000 as well? All
right, so once again, AP1. So this is a 2001 S2000. Was a prior SEMA build back in, I think, 2017, I want to say. This was one of my buddy's vehicles that he owned at one time. Once again, opportunity knocked, and I couldn't pass up on the deal. So a lot of this stuff, actually everything on this vehicle was done prior to me purchasing the vehicle. So Sibon hood, engine bay, you know, painted. And then all the parts you see on here, Jay's Racing, once again, you got the Magalife battery, but all quality parts on this build. It does have the mod perfume kit. There's only one of 4 here in the States. From my understanding, there's one down in San Diego. There's one here in Los Angeles, obviously this one, or in Rancho Cucamonga. You have one up north that, from my understanding, the guy's not running it. And then you have one on the East Coast. From my understanding, he does run it. So, yeah, only 4 of these kits here in the States. Once again, TE37s, Willwood, 6-piston, big brake kits, and rotors. We just stuck the stock seats back in here this morning. I had the red Recaros, but my other buddy had his S2000 and wanted those seats, so decided to hook him up with those. Hardtop carbon fiber, Jay's Racing with the Renegade extensions. And then you have just a nice little trunk setup with a kicker.
Nice. So how often do you drive this one versus the NSX? Like, what do you... I probably drive these cars maybe once a quarter, so once every 3 months. Yeah, whenever there's a show or, you know, something like that. Okay. You know, I got a lot of kids and a family, and most of my time goes to them. So these are just garage queens.
Exactly.
If we would say
Yeah,
that.
you can call them garage queens. I don't mind it.
Yeah. But they're very nice. Thank you for taking the time to talk about both of these cars.
Definitely.
They're very beautiful.
Pleasure, man.